everybody. I'm Larry Ridley, and this is Madden 17 on EA Sports. Happy Thanksgiving, everybody. Today we have an exciting matchup between two teams looking to perform on a big stage. It's the Bears going up against the Lions. With that, let's hand it over to Brandon Godden and Charles Davis. They've got the call of this Week 12 matchup.
All right, Larry, EA Sports coverage of the NFL sends us to the state of Michigan as we are inside Ford Field in downtown Detroit. Today, our coverage kicks off with a good one here between the Chicago Bears and the Detroit Lions. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Godden. And Charles, we look at this Lions team entering play. They come in riding high, just one loss in their last 7 games.
It's a very focused team, very disciplined. They've kept the penalties to a minimum, and they're winning football games.
Meanwhile, for our visitors, the Bears, they come in just in an absolute freefall, losers of 7 in a row.
And this is where you turn to your best players and look at them and say, can you guide us out of this? We've got to be better than what we've shown.
For the 78th time, Thanksgiving Day football has come to Detroit, and we're underway from Ford Field. That's fielded in the end zone. Some might have returned that one. He won't. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start the drive from the 25. So here are the Lions now coming out for their opening drive. They'll be led out by a former Pro Bowl quarterback out of the University of Georgia, Matthew Stafford.
Matthew Stafford is a big-arm guy who's learned how to temper some of his throws. Actually has added a lot more touch and accuracy as his career has gone along. Big-time confidence in his arm, though. Any throw you want, he can make it.
And the D-line pinching together must be expecting the run. Now the second-year man from South Dakota State, it's Zach Zenner. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down. We get a look now at the offensive starting unit for the Detroit Lions, and one big target they have at tight end is Eric Ebron.
And they are ready for him to fulfill his promise because he was drafted to be a game breaker. Big target, guy who could block at the line of scrimmage, but really get downfield and make plays against defenders, overmatch them. They haven't seen enough of that yet. They want to come to the front in 2016.
They go again now with Zenner. They'll only get a couple up to about the 30. It's Ross Cockrell that time that made the tackle. The starting 11 defensively for the Bears.
Eddie Goldman's everything you want in a defensive tackle. A run stuffer who can move upfield and rush the passer.
Third play here, this opening drive, as they're up against a 3rd and 5. From the gun on 3rd down, Stafford. Out to the right here to Wilson. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds.
Would it be safe to say that as precise as routes are supposed to be run in the NFL, maybe they're not quite as precise in college ball?
That's accurate, yeah.
And I think we saw a college route in the NFL there. Just find the soft spot, find the dead zone, and find the first down. And that's what he just did.
Possible run anticipation here as the D-line sandwiches together. On 1st down, Stafford here. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. A gain of 6 there on 1st.
Now that's staying ahead of the chains. Really good pickup on 1st down, hitting the tight end there. Now it brings up a 2nd and manageable.
Just found a hole in that zone. So the offense readies for a 2nd and 4. To throw on 2nd down is Stafford. The completion good. This is Eric Ebron. 7 yards there, good enough to move the sticks.
They gave up the completion there, but this is what zone defenses count on. Catching the ball and not much run after the catch.
They go play action here on first down. He swung deep right side. And incomplete. He dropped it in the end zone.
And when all else fails as a defender, when you're not there in the coverage, your best friend is exactly what we saw there. A big play shot taken by the offense. Unfortunately, it ended in a big drop.
So 2nd and 10 here. Second and 10, Stafford again. Over the middle, complete to Tate. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down.
Defense is going to every game talking about winning the early downs to make 3rd down a difficult assignment for an offense. On that play, the defense accomplished its goal.
Here comes the 7th play of this opening drive. They've moved it well, but here's 3rd down. Throwing on 3rd down, Stafford. It's caught, Jones. And he'll be out of bounds, able to take this one down to the 20-yard line. Well, we know he's got the speed there. He needed the speed and the hands. A great catch.
And because of that speed, you have to respect it as a defender. So you have to either play off or make sure you're somehow in contact with him, and he's able to do exactly what you said. Use the speed to his advantage and go up and get the football. That's a big-time play right there.
Back to throw, Stafford. To the sideline, and oh, a nice catch there. Made sure the feet were inbounds, and they were.
I do have to admit, I like it when it all comes together. When the top part, catching the football, right, whether you're catching it with your hands or cradling it, comes together with the legs, in this case the feet, doing a little toe tap to stay in bounds and complete the catch.
And a great job by our crew on the camera shot. Love when you see the grass or on the field turf, those rubber pellets flying up. Great catch. They'll lose a yard, and it brings up 3rd.
Okay, no score on that play, but this guy's been a touchdown machine all year long. You know they trust him with the football.
It's been a pretty long opening drive. This will be play number 11 coming up on 3rd down. From the gun on 3rd down, Stafford. And it's caught over the middle. Wilson. The completion good for only 6, and that'll bring up 4th.
Partner, I think that completion takes the definition of dink and dunk to a different level, doesn't it?
It does, and the defense was right there, kind of played into their hands. Now the Lions, they send out the field goal unit here. And this one is right through. And the Lions are going to take a 3-0 lead. And, Charles, they get the field goal. Took them a dozen plays, though.
Work with me on this one. You know what I'm about to say, right? Bend but don't break. That's what came into play here for the defense. 12 plays were run at them. They only gave up 3 points. In a lot of ways, that's a win for the defense.
On the return, it's Kenyon Barner. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. So here are the Bears now for their opening drive. And a glance here at the vet. He's got a lot of years under his belt in the National Football League. They come up in an offset eye. Now a play fake here on first down. He's just going to dump this one off to his fullback out of the backfield. Give him 2 yards on that play, and that'll make it second down. And with this offense, one guy to key in on defensively is Kevin White.
Had to battle injuries at the start of his career, but boy, he's ready to fulfill his promise. An absolute beast downfield.
Counting down toward the midway point in quarter one. They'll look to throw. It's brought in by Kevin White. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And they'll set.
We know coaches preach about this and work on it all the time. Catch the ball. You know there's going to be some traffic somewhere. They've got to put it away and secure it as they try and get downfield.
And Detroit getting set to go now. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the 3-point?
The kicker.
Exactly. You put it through the post. That's going to help him in contract time. But that offense, they're thinking, let's get in the end zone this time.
I don't know if that helped him in contract time. You could have kicked that one through.
I don't know about that.
Toe bash.
I don't know about that. Super toe.
And they still need 8 yards for the first here on second down. They'll come out in the pistol. On the carry, this is Zenner. Oh, what a move. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. A good gain of 14 there, and it moves the chains.
How many times do we say in this game is speed kills, and it does it in so many different ways. In this case, you got a back who's quick and shifty, can make moves, make people miss, but also gets to and through a hole before it can close down. That's some of the benefits of that speed, not just outrunning people in the secondary. That led to a really nice game.
Oh, he breaks a tackle, and he's got an alley. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. Now we're going to get a stoppage. Appears to be an injured Bear on the field. Well, he gets attended to. We'll step aside. Second down following the run. They'll try the air now with Stafford. Ebron with it over the middle. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down.
All right, I'm doing my rudimentary math here. That's his 3rd catch here in the first quarter. I don't know if it's just game plan or he's just finding his way open.
And maybe a little of both. And now the offense operates in the red zone. Shift together here from the D-line. From the red zone now, Stafford. And it's incomplete. Boy, he doesn't drop many like that one. Second down.
We know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is, that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
Unable to connect on the first down pass play. Now it's second down. They come out 5 wide. 3 of them to the right side. On 2nd and 10, Stafford. That's going to be caught at the 10-yard line. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a third down.
He decided to run a hitch route. It really helps to have a guy who can turn it loose. And, boy, he rifled one in there on that one. Not much run after catch, but it worked really well.
And here comes play number 6 on this drive. Again, we'll see the pistol here. To the air again, Stafford. And almost intercepted. Would have been a huge pick in the end zone, but as it stands, that brings up 4th.
Not only did they drop what looked like an interception in the end zone, they blew a golden opportunity to shift the momentum.
And his kick here is good. And that'll make it 6-0 here in the first. So that scores now on their first 2 possessions, but it's 6-0. Probably not the kind of scores they were hoping for.
No, not at all, but I think that they've shown that they can have some success against this defense. So they'll go back to the sideline knowing the points are going to be there for the taking.
Now it's Martin to do the honors after the made field goal. On the return, here's DeAndre White. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. Onto the field now come the Bears. And last time they coughed it up, led to a field goal. They're fortunate that it only led to a field goal, but still, they're not happy about it.
Could you sense the relief, though, when they only gave up the field goal? And they were able to trot back out on the field and start this drive a little more pep possession.
The coach will just be relieved, though, if they recoup with a score here, right?
I think the coach will be ecstatic to see them pick themselves back up and now take it downfield and punch in the end zone without turning it over.
Credit the tackle to Darius Slay. And now the Lions' defensive starters.
DeAndre Levy is one of those linebackers who makes everyone around him better when he's on the field.